The Drama is a new A24 romantic drama that is starring Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Elena Hayam, Haley Gates, and Mamadou Athie. This is a new film from Kristoffer Borgli, and it follows the story of a young, engaged couple who begins to tailspin after Emma, played by Zendaya, reveals a troubling secret from her childhood. I was a pretty big fan of Kristoffer Borgli's last collaboration with A24, Dream Scenario, and I was really excited to see what he could bring to the table with his next film. I thought that The Drama had the potential to be one of the most interesting new releases we'd see all year. And thankfully, The Drama lives up to that potential, being one of the most compelling explorations of social morality and the way that people are defined by past mistakes that I've seen in quite some time. Just like Borgli's previous effort, The Drama has a very distinct energy that moves between reality and more heady, dreamlike sequences at a moment's notice. I find his directorial rhythm to be extremely hypnotic, keeping you on notice at all times. It's the kind of pacing that perfectly elevates the suffocating anxiety both characters are feeling throughout the film, dragging the viewer through the same emotional turmoil. There were several sequences in The Drama that had not only myself, but the entire audience on the edge of their seat, cringing, audible reactions to the screen. This is a movie that is going to make people genuinely feel something, whether that's negative or positive. I felt that the screenplay does wonders in terms of tackling the issues at hand from multiple vantage points. There is humor to be found in the situation, paranoia, guilt, empathy, resentment, and it can all be felt pretty seamlessly from scene to scene. We get to explore these feelings and even question our own morals through Robert Pattinson's character Charlie. He really acts as a vessel for the audience to think about how they would feel in his shoes, how they would react to what Zendaya tells him, and how they would feel about this very troubling situation when she was much younger. Speaking on that, while I really liked Robert Pattinson's performance here, obviously, it's unsurprisingly Zendaya who really steals the show. She usually has a very commanding presence, playing characters that dominate the screen. But here she's playing against typecast, exploring a vulnerable, emotionally complex side of her repertoire that we haven't seen too much of. You can feel the deep sadness and regret pouring out of her character through facial expressions alone. Zendaya really proves just how far her range is with this role, and is going to go down as one of my favorite performances of the year. The Drama is a real highlight of 2026 so far, proving that Borgli is going to be a voice to look out for in modern cinema. Although it's not perfect, I did have a few small issues with it. Some of the attempts at humor really sucked the tension out of certain sequences. When a screenwriter is juggling this many tones and emotions, it can be hard to sew them all together. While I really admire the movie's attempts at balancing everything, there are times where the transitions between the emotions aren't as seamless. There are moments that land with kind of a thud, and it breaks the flow of the edit and narrative as well. But pushing that aside, The Drama is definitely my favorite film of 2026 so far. The Drama is certainly my favorite film of 2026 so far. The way it tackles very complex emotions, very complex situations, and how topical it is with very pertinent subjects like cancel culture, moral puritanism, and letting people be defined by mistakes that aren't necessarily deal breakers. I found this to be one of the most refreshing new releases we've gotten in quite some time, and it definitely bodes well for not only the rest of the year, but for Kristoffer Borgli's career. I really think that he is onto something special here. So with all that being said, I'm going to give The Drama a very strong 4 out of 5. What did you guys think of The Drama? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, this is one I want you all to see. I think it is definitely worth seeing with a crowd of people, to get reactions, to really be in the film. I think it's better with a group of people. So definitely go out and check this one out. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new here to keep the videos coming, and I will see you with the next whatever review or whatever video I choose to do next. So thank you guys so much.